Yo, what it do, what the business is. Welcome back to the show that's cool and fly to A1 Forever Sports. Chris Tipmore here. Why settle for less when you can have more with the vision and be generational, because it's always time to be. This your first time to the channel? Please go ahead and hit that like button and get me out here to the universe, YouTube universe, of course, so they can get all this content that I'm putting out, whether it be live, pre-recorded, or podcastic, just like this video here. And of course, if this is not your first time, appreciate you coming through. Thank you always for coming through and checking out my videos, no matter what kind and what format that I present them in. So I said something about being generational, and that's exactly what the Atlanta Falcons did yesterday. The Atlanta Falcons defeated the Carolina Panthers at home. First time over 500 to start the season since 2017. 2,000 days, guys. We had went through 2,000 days since we had a 1-0 start. And it's crazy because the Falcons and the Georgia Bulldogs, go Dogs, they're both undefeated for the first time since 2017 at the same time. So yeah, man, let's get into it, man. My thoughts. First of all, shout out to all my fellow Falcon content creators. They're out there doing their thing, and a lot of people had different opinions on the game and everything. And I just wanted to drop my 3 cents in about what I thought about the game. And first off, I want to give so much love to all my Falcon fans for showing up and showing out at the home opener. I was in the building, and despite what people are talking about, despite what accounts are talking about, Falcon fans showed up to support this team. There were more Falcon fans in the building than there were Panther fans. It was a beautiful sight to see. I'm so proud of my Falcon family for that. Over 69,000 pushed up to the Benz to see our Falcons play. Our new Falcons unveiled their new team, and it was beautiful to see. Now, I'm telling you, man, people are overreacting right now to Desmond Ridder. Let's talk about Desmond Ridder a little bit. Was he perfect? No, he missed 3 passes. The guy was 15 for 18, 1 touchdown, no picks. First play of the game, batted down at the line. He had caught his own pass. The man has more catches than Drake London, and that's nothing on Ridder. That's play calling as well. You have to get Drake London the ball. But real quick, back to Ridder. He was effective. 15 of 18, 118 yards. A big chunk of that came off of that Kyle Pitts play to pretty much seal the game for us. And honestly, without that 40-yard play, he doesn't even clip over 100 yards. But I think people should just try to relax a little bit on Ridder, the player himself, as if you think about it, this is really an extended rookie season. That's how it really feels, like, in my opinion. It's an extended rookie season because he played 4 games last year. Definitely should have played more games. Definitely should have played after that second Carolina game, or maybe even in this Carolina game. Who knows? But definitely at least after that Carolina game, so he could have had more reps. So we see exactly what kind of type of quarterback that we have in Atlanta. And we've been building up. We've been getting fed. Oh, just wait and see. And not playing the starters in preseason, not getting them the reps and the chemistry, and all that stuff is underrated. And I think that players need it. But either way it goes, we didn't play them in preseason, and I feel like the first half kind of felt like they were still in preseason, still trying to figure it out, So take that leash off, and hopefully, against the Packers coming up, who has a very good-looking defense, by the way. I know they were playing the Bears, but regardless, they were taking care of business, and that's what's coming down to the Georgia Dome for week 2. So we have to be ready for that. Open up that playbook a little bit more. Get Drake London involved some more. A whole lot more. Get Kyle Pitts more than 3 targets. But he did convert on 2 of 3. Mistakes was made. You had to get Caleb McGarry some help on Brian Burns, which is not a bad thing. Caleb McGarry, he's great in run blocking. He's gotten better in pass blocking. But Brian Burns is somebody who's going to get paid like an elite pass rusher. It's because that's what he is. The first half, I give it to the Panthers. It was 7-7, but I give that first half to the Panthers. In the second half, a key reason why the Falcons improved was improving on third down, because Carolina converted 6 attempts in the first half, but in the second half, they went 2 for 8. So credit the Falcons defense, Ryan Nielsen and Jerry Gray, and just the whole defense as a whole for making the adjustments at halftime to go ahead and, shut them boys on down, man. We can't let little bro come through here and just be doing that. You did. But I want to talk about Mr. Jesse Bates. Because in his first game, Jesse Bates tied a franchise record for interceptions. He had 2. The last time that was done was 2016 when Robert Alford. What's up, Rocky? What it do? Robert Alford, like I said, 2016 against the Panthers as well. So that's just little bro being little bro, you know what I'm saying, giving up the interceptions as they do to the Atlanta Falcons. And of course, Jesse being great, being the ball hawk. Shoot, man, being right there, the center fielder in the middle of the field, man, ready to take care of whatever he needs to take care of. It's been a minute since we had somebody that was ball hawking back there like Jesse Bates. If you ask me, game 1, good money spent in the offseason on Jesse Bates. For sure, for sure. Now, real quick, let me show some love to our run game. Bijan Robinson and also Tyler Algiers. Somebody who I said will not be forgotten in this offense just because we have a shiny new toy. And Bijan, that's cool and all, but you can't forget about a 1,000-yard rusher, man. Bijan Robinson, 9 rushes for 65 yards, 6.1 yards per carry, 6 catches, 27 yards, 1 touchdown, 92 total yards on 6.1 yards per touch. Now, if that don't sound good, I don't know what does. Tyler Algier, 15 carries, 75 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 catches for 19 yards. Now, my goodness, is this the best duo right now, or the best growing duo right now in the league? Because them two, Robinson, they coming at you, and they hitting you over the head. Want to give a couple shout outs to a couple people on the line. Matthew Bergeron, a guy who was a key factor for me and a guy who I was looking at, and he did good. I enjoy his work in protection and in the run game. He's only going to continue to grow. I wanted to see what he was going to do against that pass rush, and he held up pretty good, if I do say so myself. Another guy, I want to say Jake Matthews, the Iron Man. Jake Matthews has passed Falcons legend Todd McClure for consecutive starts. My man Matthews has 145 straight starts now. He only has one person to beat, former Falcons quarterback Matt Ryan, who currently is the record holder with 154 straight starts. Now, you can say what you want, but Matty Ice, one thing he was durable. All I know is at the end of the day, the Falcons got the W. That's what I care about. That's what I'm happy about. We can figure things out going forward. But it's better to figure things out on a win than on a loss. Because we've done that already, right? We've done that like the last 5-6 seasons. I want to talk about these snaps. Let's talk about some snaps. So you mean to tell me that we couldn't have gotten Arnold Abercrombie a few more snaps? Arnold Abercrombie had 18 snaps. 18. And I mean, Bud Dupree, he had 50. I need more Arnold Abercrombie. And I want to see what the kid has. He's a 2nd round draft pick, for peak's sakes, man. As I'm winding this down, man, I wanted to talk about the PFF grades. We had 10 Falcons with at least over a 70 or close to a 70 grade. The only person that had under 70 in this list was left tackle Jake Matthews with 69.2. But you see, Bijan Robinson had 71.8, Tyler Algier 73.4, Drew Dahlman 75.2. I really was impressed by Drew Dahlman as well, because that's a guy you haven't heard his name be called in a bad way at all the whole preseason, the whole training camp. And, you know, he had a good day yesterday as well, 75.2. AJ Terrell, as I said, he had a good day, 78.2. Kyle Pitts, Caden Ellis, both with 79s. Then you're getting into the 80s with Grady Jarrett and David Amanyata. Amanyata with an 89.8. Grady Jarrett with the 82.2. And you also have number one, of course, who else but Mr. Bates himself. Bates Motel, man, 94.5. We scored, hey guys, we scored on off downs now, on red zone attempts. That's something that, you know, hasn't been happening either. So, you know, we have to take the good for the good, because there was a lot of good that did come out of that game. We just know as a team, as a fan base, we do know we have to improve and continue to get better. That's all. Happy for the win. Happy for the dub. Just got to get better. That's all. But we will be fine. People just need to relax, man, and we'll be okay. 1-0 for the first time since 2017. Let's continue to build on this. We have the Packers coming down. We showed out last week against the Panthers. Let's show out again this week against the Packers, because you know Green Bay, that fan base travels. So we need to pack out the stadium again, show the Birds some support, give them some morale, because the Packers are coming. Regardless of who's the quarterback, the Packers are coming. And Jordan Love looked decent. I'm really not surprised, because he's been within the offense anyway. He's been with some of those guys. He's worked. He's put in the work. He's looking good. But he needs to come down here and look bad. But we'll get into the Packers and the Falcons in another video, more in depth. Until next time, be generational, because it's always time to be. Thank you for coming by and checking out the rapid recap of the Atlanta Falcons versus the Carolina Panthers by yours truly, Chris Tipmore of A1 Forever Sports, the show that's cooler and flyer too. Don't settle for less, because you can always have more with the vision. And also, peace and blessings to all, and to all, rise up.
A1, yeah, truly, cooler and I'm flyer too. Damn, cooler and